Looking for cheap NBA 2K MT coins or Madden coins? Head on over to buy2kmut.com for the cheapest coins online and use code CRUSH for 20% off your order. Link will be in the description. What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're gonna be doing this 16 team playoff rebuild challenge. This one should be a fun challenge. Obviously, I got to give credit where it's due. Six Ring of Steel did this the other day, so this actually showed up in my comment section, which is the reason why I'm doing it today. But all shout out, all credit goes to Six Rings of Steel for doing it first, of course. So this comment comes from James Lombardo. He says, do the 16 team playoff challenge, take from SRS, take random control of 16 teams, do a fantasy draft. Every team must make the playoffs. When you rebuild, do whatever it takes. Example, trading LeBron to the Bulls for a second round pick because the Lakers clinched the playoffs. Turn off the trade deadline. Good luck, Crush. So I appreciate it. Before we get into this video, guys, if you guys could hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, be greatly appreciated. We're trying to reach 20,000 subs as soon as possible. If you want to become a part of Crush Nation here, hit that subscribe button. So I struggled with picking the teams, bro. Like, I struggled. So I was like doing them randomly, but then I would lose count of what I needed. So what I did is I picked the first 8 Eastern Conference teams I saw, and then I went to the back half of the NBA and I picked the first 8 Western Conference teams I saw. So I hope that's okay. We're doing a fantasy draft anyway, so it doesn't even matter. So obviously it doesn't matter if the team is good or not. So let's advance this and let's send the entire draft. So I have to control 16 teams. This is going to be tough. I'm not even going to front. Like, this is going to be tough. I have no idea what to expect out of this challenge. And this is a one-year rebuild. So we are trying to make every single team I'm controlling as good as possible. So first thing I need to do is turn off trade deadline. That way the trade deadline doesn't approach us. So let's get started with what my teams look like. So we have Russell Westbrook, Sabonis, Adams, Lou Williams, Dylan Brooks, Norman Powell. Actually, this team's not bad. 76ers may not have to do anything with. We'll see. The Bucks, they have Ben Simmons, Shea, Jarrett Allen. This team's not too bad either, so I like that. The Bulls got LeBron James. Okay, I'm liking that. The Cavaliers got Bradley Beal, Chris Middleton, and Nurkic. The Celtics have Kawhi. That's awesome. John Wall. Okay. Zion Williamson's on the Hawks. Zach LaVine. Bro, these teams are actually pretty good. Embiid, Collins, Stephen Curry's on the Rockets. Spurs have Trae Young, Kevin Durant, Thunder. You know what, boys? I don't think I got to do anything. I'm just going to simulate the season. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay. I want to look at every rotation real quick. So we have Russell Westbrook. I'm going to just start with from the top and go from the bottom. So Russell Westbrook, Norman Powell, Dylan Brooks, Sabonis, Adams, Lou Williams, Robert Williams, Markieff Morris, Jones Jerebko, and Ekebe Udo. To be honest, this team's kind of solid. I kind of like it. The only thing I'm going to do is move Dylan Brooks to the small forward, I guess, because he goes up to an 82. And that might just be good enough. So now, and then the only other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move Lou Williams to shooting guard as well because he's a backup. So yeah, I really like this team. This is actually kind of nice. I might keep it. I don't think I'm going to change this team too much. I guess if I were to do one thing, it would be to change my backup small forward / point guard situation. So if I traded Jonas Jerebko and Markieff Morris potentially for like a backup small forward / point guard, we can get Darren Collison from the Bucks. I am controlling the Bucks, so I'm gonna try to not to trade with teams I'm controlling unless if I absolutely need to. But I'd rather steal like other teams' players if I can. That's probably the best way to go about this. Thomas Bryant, I am controlling the Timberwolves, I think, and the Warriors. I do like the idea of I'm taking Derek Collison. Well, it'll all even itself out eventually. So I will use that, and that is going to be our first team. So this team's pretty solid. I feel like it's got the opportunity to make playoffs in the East, and I like it. So we will move on from that. So now we're going to the Bucks, and the Bucks have Ben Simmons, Shea, DeAndre Hunter, Eric Pascal, Jarrett Allen. This team's not too bad either. I will again run a 9-man rotation. I guess the only other thing I'm going to do is move Ben Simmons to not shooting guard, small forward. And maybe we can upgrade that point guard spot. So, yeah, so we have, okay, Ben Simmons, Shea. I like that a lot. Will Cauley-Stein, McRae. Markieff Morris is now on this team. And Jonas Jerebko, who I just traded. DeAndre Hunter is not even in the rotation. So I could trade DeAndre Hunter for a point guard. So let's kind of look for a point guard real quick. So DeAndre Hunter, and let's say, I guess we can go... DeAndre Hunter's making $7 million. Is there anyone making like a good... I guess I can throw McRae. Or maybe I should throw one of the... Let's throw Jerebko in here. All right, so DeAndre Hunter, Jerebko, Dylan Brooks and Adams, Devontae Graham, Atlanta Hawks, Zach LaVine, RJ Barrett, Aldridge. I'm pretty sure I'm not controlling the Lakers, so Aldridge could be solid. Fred VanVleet, I think I'm controlling the Pelicans if I'm not mistaken. Hassan Whiteside. We don't need a center for this team necessarily. I guess we could take it. The Spurs. I got to figure out what team I'm controlling because I'm trying not to trade with the teams. All right. Let me see what teams I'm not controlling. Okay, so I have the Pelicans, the Hornets. So after the Hornets, I'm not controlling anybody, but before the Pelicans, I'm controlling, because I kind of did it in like a little bit of alphabetical order, so that'll be a little bit easier. So I'm controlling all these Western Conference teams on the back half, and I'm controlling all the Eastern Conference teams on the front half. So I was gonna make sure I don't make those trades. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw that trade up there again. So we have DeAndre Hunter and Jonas Jerebko. The Aldridge trade could be beneficial for us. So the Bulls, I'm controlling. Cavaliers, so East, I'm controlling. The front half of the East, I'm controlling. Atlanta Hawks, Miami, and Charlotte. But after the Hornets, Eastern Conference teams I'm not controlling. So like Beverly could be solid. We're controlling the Mavericks. Nuggets, we're controlling Pelicans. Pistons, I'm not controlling. So that could be interesting. We can get Hassan Whiteside. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do this trade. Why not? So we're gonna get Hassan Whiteside, and then we'll have Hassan Whiteside be the center. And we still need a point guard, obviously, but that's a really huge upgrade. We don't need Jarrett Allen necessarily, and we don't need Harrison Barnes, if you ask me. So let's throw Jarrett Allen and Harrison Barnes out there and kind of see what we can get. So I'm looking for a point guard this time, for sure. So Atlanta Hawks, we're using them. Charlotte, we're using. We could get Alfred Payton. We could go for the Knicks and DJ Augustine. Drew Holiday, I'm not using, and we get Goran Dragic. I actually kind of like that trade, but let me just make sure. But I'm okay. So the Raptors have Gallinari for us. Rozier on the Spurs, Derrick Rose on the Suns. I feel like the Warriors, so we are using the Suns. I think the best trade to do was that Lakers trade. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go ahead and get Drew Holiday and Goran Dragic. I think that's a pretty solid trade. So we'll have Goran Dragic be the starting point guard. Drew Holiday will start. We'll have Shea come off the bench. I'm not sure if I'm too fond of that, but you know what? If that's what 2K wants, we'll do it. So moving on, the Bulls. Let's see what the Bulls got. So the Bulls have D'Angelo Russell, LeBron James, Nikola Vucevic, Draymond Green, Mason Plumlee, Shabazz, Alex Len. Okay, I really like this team. The only thing I could do is maybe move Alex Len and Draymond for something else. Let me see what, or you know what? We could move. Let's say we threw Tim Hardaway and Draymond Green out there together and just kind of see what would pop up. So Adams, the Celtics, Atlanta's got Zach LaVine, obviously. Aldridge, we get Aldridge from the Lakers. That could be solid. Blake Griffin on the Rockets. We're using the Rockets and the Spurs. The Suns, I think we're using as well, and the Warriors. So a lot of the good trades are popping up from teams I'm controlling. I'm not controlling the Wizards though, so I got to keep that in mind. But I think the Lakers, I think I'm doing that Lakers trade for sure. So we're going to do this. We're going to get LaMarcus Aldridge and move him to power forward. And he'll be our power forward, I guess. And then we could, actually, you know what? I think this team's kind of solid. The only other thing I can maybe do is maybe move Alex Len and Damian Lee for something else, like a shooting guard. So Alex Len and Damian Lee for a shooting guard, and I think we'd be good. So there's Damian Lee. So let's throw Alex Len and Damian Lee out there for a shooting guard. Jakob Poeltl, Maxi Kleber, Emmanuel Mudiay. We're using the Hornets. Bembry, T.J. McConnell, Rondé. All right, so we're not using Rondé though. Shooting guards. I'm looking for shooting guards. Rockets, Spurs, Suns, Thunder. Okay, Wizards are gonna give me Dion Waiters. I don't know how much that actually helps us. You know what? I'll just roll with Damian Lee at the shooting guard. That's not a big deal. I mean, they have LeBron James and D'Angelo Russell and now Aldridge and Vucevic. I feel like this team's gonna do just fine. So move on to the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers have Devontae Graham, Bradley Beal, Houston Nurkic, Thaddeus Young. Devontae Graham is solid. Monte Morris is solid as well. PJ Tucker. We could move PJ Tucker to power forward because that's kind of what he's supposed to be anyway. So it'll be PJ Tucker to power forward, and that started looking kind of solid. I'm not even gonna lie. Thaddeus Young. If I could maybe trade Thaddeus Young and maybe Alonzo Trier for something better, I guess we can do that. So we get Drew Holiday. We can't do that, obviously. Grizzlies could be interested to get Bryn Forbes, but that doesn't really help us. The Lakers want to give me Tim Hardaway. The Lakers have been the plug, or we can get Beverly. You know what? Let's get Patrick Beverly, and we can move Patrick Beverly to the backup shooting guard, I think, and then we'll do that. So we'll have the Cavaliers have Devontae Graham, Bradley Beal, Middleton, Tucker, Nurkic, Beverly, Nerlens Noel, Monte Morris, Ivan Robb is the backup. That's fine. I like that. So Celtics, we got John Wall, Dante Exum, Kawhi Leonard, Aaron Gordon, and Marcus Cousins, Lauri Markkanen. A lot of power forwards I'm seeing. Let's run a 9-man rotation. So John Wall, we need a shooting guard for sure. So we could easily move Aaron Gordon, just plug in. Okay, so let's do that. Let's move Aaron Gordon, and Joe Harris for something else. So Aaron Gordon, I need a shooting guard. Aaron Gordon and Joe Harris for a shooting guard, and let's see what we can do here. So for a shooting guard, I literally just need a shooting guard, and I'm calling it good. The Clippers, I'm not using the Clippers. I don't think they want to give me JJ Redick and Cody Zeller. Could do that. Let's see what else. DiVincenzo on the Kings. I'm not using the Kings. That could be a solid shooting guard just to have. Plug and play. Drummond, Spurs. I think I'm using that team. Malik Beasley. I think I'm gonna do this. What was it? DiVincenzo. I'm doing this DiVincenzo trade. He should be a solid shooting guard. Obviously good defensively. So we have John Wall, DiVincenzo, Kawhi, Lauri Markkanen, DeMarcus Cousins, Conley, Jakob Poeltl. I mean, the only other thing I can think to do is move Cousins to power forward and then maybe experiment with him. He's making 23 million. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Try this out and see if we can get an actual center out of this. A better one potentially, but if not, I'm cool with what we got. Dwight Powell, Serge Ibaka on the Pistons. I'm not using the Pistons, so we could do this, but I don't really know how much that actually helps us. Miles Turner. And I think Jonas Valanciunas on the Warriors. I'm using the Warriors, or I would have done that trade. So let's just keep the team the way it is. I'm going to roll with it. We're going to keep the team the way it is for the Atlanta Hawks, or for the Boston Celtics, I should say. So we got Brogdon, Levine, Zion Williamson, Noah Vonleh. That small forward and center spot really needs help. Other than that, the bench is kind of solid. Let's run a 9-man rotation like usual. So 9-man rotation, Brogdon, Zach LaVine. So small forward needs help. Kleba's a solid backup power forward. So, and the center definitely needs help. So let's go move Amari Spellman to power forward. And actually, Amari could back up. Let's do this. Let's trade Maxi Kleber and Doug McDermott. And let's try to get a center. So that would have been a solid trade. So we need a center or small forward out of this. Jarrett Allen from the Lakers definitely would be a huge upgrade. Or we can get Bielitsa, Brook Lopez, Blake Griffin, Miles Turner, Mo Bamba. And then the Blazers want to give me that. The Warriors want to give me this. Okay, so the best trade I think I can do is that Jarrett Allen trade. We definitely need a center. We get Tim Hardaway out of it as well. We'll go for it. So that's going to be an upgrade there. We're making a lot of trades with the Lakers. So we have already Jarrett Allen at that center spot. That's looking kind of good. Small forward definitely could use some improvement. Let's trade Tim Hardaway and KCP, and I think if we can get a good small forward out of this, we'll call it good. So Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, let's throw you out there. 28 million. Can I get a good small forward out of this somewhere? Miami Heat want to give me Kevin Knox. Lakers want to give me Harrison Barnes and Doug McDermott. Otto Porter or Thaddeus Young. Otto Porter could be solid. The Raptors want to give me Jeremy Lamb. Let's do this. We're gonna get Jeremy Lamb, and then we're gonna move Jeremy Lamb to small forward, and then he'll be our small forward there. So that looks pretty good. And then they have Gary Harris getting minutes over. We'll do this. We'll just do this real quick, and we should be good to go. Or I could even move Gary Harris to small forward. I think he might even go up in overall. So let's do that. Gary Harris to small forward. He doesn't, but it's not a big deal. So we'll roll with that. So that's already looking good. Moving on. Miami Heat. I don't even know if I'm definitely doing this differently than Six Rings did, but you know what? It's okay. I think it's being different is good. So we have Kyrie, Sexton, Hayward. I already don't like this team whatsoever, to be honest. So Reggie Jack. So LeVert. I want to trade the Karis LeVert by far. So Karis LeVert is making $2 million right now, and Reggie Jackson. Let's throw these two out there, and I will take whatever, bro. D'Angelo Russell, can't do that. The Grizzlies want to give me Jalen Brunson. I definitely could do something like this, and we get Bryn Forbes, but that doesn't really help us any. Dennis Schroeder on the Hornets, can't do that. Josh Richardson, Doug McDermott. Evan Fournier on the Mavericks. I believe we're controlling the Mavericks. And the Raptors give me Kendrick Nunn, Tim Hardaway, Buddy Hield. Spurs, Suns, Thunder, Timberwolves, Blazers, Warriors. Man, I can't take any of those trades. Okay. What if let me trade Gordon Hayward. Trade Gordon Hayward and Karis LeVert together. Let me see what I get out of this. LeBron James. Obviously, I would do this if I could. You know, I might come back to this. This is kind of insane. LeBron even pops up in this instance, but it's all right. Lauri Markkanen, John Wall. Clippers want to give me Marcus Morris and JJ Redick. The Grizzlies want to give me CJ McCollum. I don't think I'm controlling the Grizzlies, so let's do it. Let's use the Grizzlies. Okay, so we're gonna get CJ to be our shooting guard. So I have CJ McCollum there. Our forward spots suck, and then the bench isn't bad. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna trade Colin Sexton and who was our small forward? I don't even know. Kevin Knox. Colin Sexton, Kevin Knox for a small forward. And let's find a small forward out here. We can get Zion. That's insane. Mavericks want to give me Lonzo. Can't do that. Tyler Herro, Kobe White, Wendell Carter, Pelicans, John Wall. Spurs give me Trey Young. Oh my lord, that's insane. Thunder want to give me Tatum. Timberwolves, Ayton. And then Warriors. I can't do any of those trades down here, bro. Some of these trades are insane. I just can't do them because it's not gonna help. Really, Wendell Carter on the Nuggets. I'm using the Nuggets. I'm not using the Kings, but I don't know if that really helps us. Okay. Well, instead, what if I threw Brent Forbes and Kevin Knox alone? I just need a better forwards. Better forwards is all I'm looking for. I see Omari Spellman on the Hawks. The Kings want to give me Joe Harris. Doug McDermott from the Lakers, I guess, could be solid. Or the Magic. Yeah, because I'm not using the Magic either. So the Nets. I'm not using the Nets. Matisse Thybulle does go up at small forward. Or the Raptors. Okay, let's get Matisse Thybulle. I'm going to Matisse Thybulle here. I'll move Matisse Thybulle to small forward. I definitely know he goes up. And his vlogs have been great. So Matisse Thybulle to small forward. So I'll have Kyrie Irving, McCollum, Matisse Thybulle, Luka, Rashawn Holmes, Sexton, Reggie Jackson, Okafor. So that's not bad. We just need to upgrade that power forward spot. So let's move Isaiah Hartenstein to power forward. And then let's trade Isaiah Hartenstein and what is it, Luka Sandwich as well. Let's get a better power forward. Better power forward out of this. The Bucks can do that trade. The Hornets want to give me Bol, but I'm using the Hornets. We can get Aaron Baines and Derek Jones. That could be solid. Pelicans, I'm doing that trade. And then we might do something a little funky here, but I'm not opposed to doing it. So we'll have Aaron Baines at the power forward spot. He's got a decent shot. So you know what? We'll roll with it. He's an 82 overall as well. So we have Kyrie Irving, CJ, Matisse, Aaron Baines, Rashawn Holmes, Sexton, Reggie Jackson, Okafor. All right, that's looking pretty good. Charlotte Hornets. We got Schroeder, RJ Barrett, Jonathan Isaac, Julius Randle, Joel Embiid, Emmanuel Mudiay. Low key, this team is nice. I don't even know if I'll change anything. The only thing I think I'll change is the coach. How about that? We'll change the coach. We'll get Michael Stafford to be the coach of this team. And this team is solid. I like it. I don't think I'm gonna change anything. I like this team a lot. Other than obviously running that many players, but yeah, I like this team. We're gonna move on. Pelicans. Fred VanVleet, Shake Milton, Troy Brown, Collins, Porzingis. Only thing I think I would, let's run a 9-man rotation. Fred VanVleet, move him to shooting guard just because he goes up. So move Fred VanVleet to shooting guard. They have Isaiah Thomas starting. Now I also think I want to move Porzingis to power forward. He goes up to an 88. And then what I could do is trade John Collins maybe for a center. If not, I'll just move it back. So John Collins for a center potentially. And we'll see if a good center pops up. If not, like I said, I'll just move it back. Joel Embiid. Some of these trade offers are absolutely insane, bro. Like players that don't usually pop up, as we know. Drummond, Mitchell Robinson, Jaylen Brown. Wizards want to give me Miles Bridges. Actually, you know what? Let's just move Porzingis back to center. I don't think that's going to help us any. So the only other thing is to upgrade. Yeah, we're going to do that. So Troy Brown's not a good. Okay, so I just want to upgrade the point guard spot, and I think we'll be good. So let me trade Juancho and Isaiah Thomas maybe. So Isaiah Thomas and Juancho, and let's see what kind of point guard we can get. So point guards we can get out here: Goran Dragic, Beverly, JJ Barea, Jeremy Lamb, Reggie Jackson is on the Heat. I think I'm using the Heat. Alfred Payton on the Jazz. That's a little bit of an upgrade. DJ Arcine, Carmelo Anthony on the Knicks. Let me just check just in case. Jeff Teague on the Nuggets. I guess I could do, we'll just do that Alfred Payton trade. That's a little bit of an upgrade, and I like this team. So Alfred Payton, we'll do that. And let's see what we got going on. So Alfred Payton, Fred VanVleet. Pretty solid team. I like it. So let's move on. Rockets. We got Stephen Curry, Buddy Hield, Kevin Porter, Blake Griffin, Taj Gibson, Jordan Bell, Andre Iguodala. Okay, so this team isn't bad. The only other thing I can do, the only thing I want to do, is I want to move Iguodala to small forward, and I see Taj Gibson at power forward. I definitely want to change him. So we'll have Stephen Curry, Buddy Hield, Iguodala at the small forward, Wagner. There's so many players I want to move to power forward on this team. It's kind of ridiculous. I do want to trade Blake Griffin though. I mean, the Oklahoma boys could team up together, but sadly, I'm going to trade Blake Griffin and PJ Washington and see what pops up. So there are some good trades. As long as I get a good offer from a team I'm not using, that would be fantastic. The Spurs, the Suns, the Thunder, Rui Hachimura, Mitch Robinson, Kyle Lowry, and I'm using all those teams. That sucks. Okay, so let's trade PJ. Let's just trade Blake Griffin straight up. And can I get a good player out of anybody? Vucevic is on the Bulls. Grizzlies want to give me Gordon Hayward, McCollum, Julius Randle. We're using them. Hayes. I mean, Fred VanVleet, Kevin Love. I'm using all these teams, bro. It really sucks. Markelle Fultz, Timberwolves, and I'm using all those teams. Besides the Wizards, we can get Will Barton. I don't know if that's really worth it. So we can have Iguodala. So I mean, this team, I mean, I could just keep it. This team's not bad. You know what? We're gonna keep it. We have Stephen Curry on the team, so let's do that. So we have Trae Young, Alex Caruso, Mikal Bridges, Kevin Love, Andre Drummond. This team is already pretty solid, other than maybe we should move Terry Rozier and Alex Caruso for a shooting guard. Other than that, I like it. So Terry Rozier and Alex Caruso for a shooting guard, and I like what we got going on. So shooting guards, we can grab Karis LeVert on the Grizzlies. Could be a solid addition. Draymond Green, Doug McDermott, Magic, Alonzo Trier, Pelicans, Blake Griffin, and I'm not really seeing. Ooh, Timberwolves, we can't do that. So I think I'm gonna do that Karis LeVert trade. It's gonna be an upgrade at the shooting guard, so we'll do that. So we'll have Trae Young, Karis LeVert, Mikal Bridges, that's fine. Kevin Love, Drummond, Chris. We have all right. Let's move Marquise Chris to the backup power forward, and we'll do this. So Trae Young. That's looking pretty good. That's looking good. You know what? We're rolling with it. I like this team. Got Trae Young. Suns. Derrick Rose, Romeo Langford, Kevin Durant. Oh my gosh, bro. I got kind of lucky with the draft. I'm not even gonna front. Not even gonna lie. The draft was kind of lucky. The only other thing I want to trade is a shooting guard spot. So let's trade. Actually, there's a shooting guard I kind of want. He's on the Wizards, and that's Jordan Clarkson. Can I make something happen here? Can I give you what did I have going on? Let me trade. It was Romeo Langford. That was our starting shooting guard that I really don't want in the rotation. And they want Vince Carter. They'll give me Dion Waiters. Done. We'll do that. Okay. So that's already going to upgrade the shooting guard spot. So we have Derrick Rose, Jordan Clarkson, and this team is done, boy. So we got a few more teams to do. So let's go back to the Thunder. And the Thunder have Markelle Fultz, Oladipo, Jason Tatum. I'm moving to small forward for sure. So let's move Tatum to small forward. He's a 90 overall. Want him absolutely in the way. They want OG at the power forward. Bismack Biyombo. The center spot definitely needs to change. Let me look at around the league for some centers that I'm not using. So, or for teams I'm not using. So 76ers, Bucks, Bulls, Cavaliers, Celtics. I'm using all those. Clippers have Bagley, and he's untouchable. They also have Damian Lillard. All right, so I can't do that. Grizzlies, I'm not using. They have Karl-Anthony Towns. Okay. Let me try to get Karl-Anthony Towns from the Grizzlies. Let's see if I can make something happen here. So Karl-Anthony Towns. And then I will give you, let's see. I'll give you Bismack. Obviously, that's not going to get it done. Are my first round picks valuable at all? Because I'm throwing all of them. I'm throwing all of them to the wind. Let's get it. And let's get it. And let's get it. Come on. Accept this trade. Okay, they're not doing it. I'll also give you Malik Beasley. No. What else do I got? Markelle Fultz. 3-star value. And a first round pick. And wow, they're not agreeing to this. Okay, that sucks. So what else can I give them? A Kogi? I don't think I'll be able to make this happen. Okay, so Karl-Anthony Towns is not going to work. Let's move on to another team. Wait, what am I doing? I'm on the Thunder. I want to be on the Thunder. So Eastern Conference teams in the back half. The Wizards have Montrez. Let's see. So Montrez could be a decent upgrade. I think we're going to go with Montrez, to be honest, because the Thunder, we have Bismack Biyombo. Let's go with Montrez. Let's go Montrez Harrell. He should be pretty solid to get. Pascal Siakam is another option. If I need a power forward, I'm doing it. So let's go ahead and offer you. They have OG. Let's offer OG Anunoby. And actually, if I can keep OG Anunoby, I'll give you Bismack Biyombo instead. And I'll give you all the first round picks I have, because this team just needs a center. And I think I'm pretty confident with it. So we got a center out of that. So we got Markelle Fultz, Oladipo, Tatum, OG Anunoby, Malik Beasley, Gafford, Okogie. So I think I'll move Gafford to power forward real quick. And then he could be our starting power forward, I guess, because obviously I don't really have anything else. So I'm rolling with this team. I like it. Thunder, Timberwolves. All right, so we got Tyus Jones, Bogey, DeAndre Ayton, Jaren Jackson, Luke Kennard. Okay. The only thing I really want to do, Jaren Jackson's solid. Wow, I want to upgrade everything here. Point guard and small forward is struggling. Okay, let's go to team intel. I don't even know how long I've been recording, because this is probably a long video, but you know what? It's whatever. So, Rockets we're using, Pelicans we're using, and then, all right, let's go Western Conference teams up here. So I know, let's see what we can do. So we got Heat, Hornets, using them, Pelicans, Rockets. There's no... I'm trying to figure out what teams I'm not using. Yeah, because it starts with the Kings. Oh, I'm being stupid, bro. I was on the Timberwolves. I'm being so stupid. I'm scrolling wrong. That's why it wasn't working. Okay, so Jazz have Kemba. Okay, I like that. Donovan Mitchell as well. The Kings have DeRozan. Okay, I'm going for Kemba. If I can get Kemba from the Utah, I'm doing it. So Kemba Walker is making 32 million. I have DeAndre, and I have some of those guys. I'll give you Tyus Jones and like all my. Oh, bro, I'm doing this for sure. They should agree to this, and they're not agreeing just yet. Wowza, they're not agreeing to this. It really doesn't matter. We're doing one season anyway, and they're not agreeing to that, bro. Turner Hudson as well. Oh my gosh, bro. That took a lot. I don't care though. Like I said, we're only doing one season anyway. So we have Kemba Walker. That's a huge upgrade. Gerald Green's at the small forward right now. I don't like that too much. Hachimura, Avery Bradley. I'm moving Avery Bradley to shooting guard because we all know he goes up. So Avery Bradley to shooting guard goes up in overall. So now we have, do we have too many shooting guards off the bench? Luke Kennard and Bogey. Let's trade Luke Kennard and Gerald Green. Luke Kennard and Gerald Green. And I'll take anything. Norman Powell. The Cavaliers want to give me a first round pick. Celtics. Clippers want to give me Davis Bertans. I'll do it. We'll get Davis Bertans to be our whatever he needs to be. And then we'll have Bogey move to small forward. And then I think we should be good. After that. So Kemba, Avery Bradley, Bogey, Jaren Jackson, Ayton. I like this team. It'll work. Trailblazers and Warriors are the last two teams I need to figure out. So, oh my lord. Okay. Kyle Lowry, Luka, Covington, Mitchell Robinson. This team is great off rip. All right, we're moving Frank Kaminsky to power forward. And then other than that, so we're going to move Frank Kaminsky to power forward. Robert Covington, I guess I'll move to small forward. And we'll do that. He'll be an 85 overall. And this team's already nasty. This team's good. Okay, Warriors. Bledsoe, Jaylen Brown, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma. This team's pretty nice too. Okay, you know what? The only other thing I want to do now is I want to scroll through every single team. So the 76ers are our team, the Bucks are our team, the Bulls are our team, Cavaliers are our team, Celtics are our team. The Clippers have Damian Lillard, Warren, Marcus Morris, JJ Redick. Okay. The Grizzlies have Karl-Anthony Towns. The Heat we're using, the Hornets we're using, the Jazz have Donovan Mitchell now. The Kings have Bam. I could take Bam from them. That definitely would be probably a good idea. Take Bam. The Lakers have Anthony Davis. There's no way I'm getting him. The Magic have Devin Booker. Okay, so obviously there's gonna be some teams that have good players I'm not gonna be able to get, like Harden as well. I know Bam's pretty easy to get most of the time. I just don't know. Maybe I think there was one team that maybe could have used an upgrade at the center spot, and that's not the Rockets. Definitely could use it. You know what? Let's go for Bam. Let's go for Bam for the Rockets, and I'm calling it good after that. And I think our teams are pretty decent. So Bam, I'll give you Wagner and all my first round picks for Bam Adebayo, and I think I'll definitely secure a playoff spot with this team. All right, so we got Bam here. All right, that's a good team. All right, man, we've made a lot of trades. I'm gonna go ahead and just simulate the full season. This was a 16-team playoff challenge. Let's see how many teams I get into the playoffs. We are at the end of the season. I'm definitely interested and intrigued to see how we did. So Luka Doncic is an MVP. I know the 76ers made the playoffs because we won 52 games. So let's just go ahead and check. So let's see. Off rip, the Lakers, okay, is one team I wasn't controlling, or the Grizzlies. Okay, so that kind of sucks. All right, and then, all right, let me just go look this way. So standings, this will probably be a lot easier to see. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's it. I think we had 4 teams from the East because we were controlling Miami, and then, oh yeah, we were controlling these 4 teams as well. Miami, Atlanta, Charlotte, and Boston. All were right there fighting for the spots too. So we literally got, let's see, 1, 2, 3. No, wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we literally only got 4 teams in the East. What about the West? Portland 1, 2, 3, 4. Mavericks 5. No, we weren't using Mavericks. And then, oh my lord, bro, we did terrible. Okay, so we were in the Nuggets, the Pelicans. We did bad. I think I got 4 teams from the East and 5 from the West, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And no, or 5. Yeah, 5. So we got 5 teams from the West and 4 from the East. Yeah, kind of yikes. Not good. You know what? That's all right, though. Can one of my teams win the championship at least? Let's see my playoffs and see if that happens. Can one of my teams at least win the championship? And it may not happen, but let's see if one of our teams can get. Okay. And yeah, I was using both of these teams, 76ers and Rockets. So at least we're going to win. One of my teams is going to win the championship. Russell Westbrook is your Finals MVP as well. And actually, that's the team I'm using right now. So that's kind of funny. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely leave it a like if you enjoyed. But for now, this is Crushables. I'm saying peace.